guys.
It doesn't look really similar, but you know.
You.
Anybody else?
Thank you.
Would you like a water?
Oh, no, thank you.
Yeah, there you go. Thanks, bro.
Are you ready?
You know, yeah, I'm feeling really good. You know, I'm feeling slim. You know, the bike's good. You know, I can pretty much wrist my arms out of my sockets every time I ride it. But hey, it's all good. We're ready to go.
Oh, excellent. We will bring it by tomorrow so you guys can...
We brought Ames on as a fill-in rider, you know, after Chris Aldridge had gotten hurt. You know, he rode our equipment for 3 rounds, had our mechanic, all of our equipment, suspension, tires, and the whole 9 yards. At the end of 3 rounds, he basically had the opportunity to stay on with us, but he had to bring his own equipment to the table for that. And we thought, you know, hey man, he showed a lot of heart, and even though his results weren't really good. I mean, if you look at his results for the first 3 rounds he rode with us, you know, but we could see what the issue was. You know, it was a fitness issue with him, and we really wanted to push him hard to you know, get that fitness thing taken care of, which he did on the off season. The kid went to work. He was really worked very hard. Worked with Charles Dowd and Icon 1, and those guys are great. They kind of whipped him into shape, and came back in Seattle, you know, and did great. You know, we were really excited to have him back and competing all the way to the finish of every race. And then at Salt Lake, unfortunately, we had sat down in the morning and had a discussion with him, and he had chosen to kind of do something different. And unfortunately, it was a deal breaker with us. You know, we just had to. Our sponsors are very important to us. I mean, that's the lifeblood of our team, and so. You know, when that ended up happening, we ended up having to split ways with him, which was too bad because we had actually talked about offering him a contract for 2018 and helping him for the Outdoor Nationals. So, you know, it's just an unfortunate deal. You know, we wish him the best. I mean, he's a great kid. You know, he's got lots of talent, and you know, and hopefully you'll see him do some great things this weekend here in Las Vegas and some of the outdoor rounds. And I'm sure he'll be back next year. So,
I was 16 and I moved away from home. I moved to MTF in Cairo, Georgia. It's a training facility, and I was just out there practicing one day and I crashed and broke my eye socket. So then they took me to the hospital and they did a CAT scan and they found that I had a tumor there, and it turned out it was Hodgkin's lymphoma cancer. So it's a soft tissue cancer, and they said it would take 3 21-day cycles of chemo and then 2 weeks every day of radiation. So then I had to go through that, and then so it took, the whole process ended up taking about a month, 8 months, and then after that I just got back into racing and then kept going. And for the 2017 season at Supercross, I moved out here to Canyon Lake, California for the West Coast Series, and I got hurt the Tuesday before I broke my collarbone, so I was out here for a lot of time just healing up, and then got ready for those last 3 rounds of the West Coast. And then one of my buddies that I know from the Northwest, he actually, I knew he used to work for this team, and I saw that they were going to be short for some riders or so for this round, and I asked him, I said, do you know them, or if they maybe need a rider? So he got in touch with them, and they said it would all look good. So those guys were awesome. They set everything up for me. They did so much just for this one round, and I can't thank them enough for all the hard work and stuff they've done for this round.
Track walk?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a French island. It's like the Bahamas.
Our season starts right after this. He starts racing and runs a series right after.
It's okay, guys. I didn't want to walk with you anyways. I didn't want to walk and sing and dance.
Shoot.
I was not photo shooting.
You were photo shooting.
I was water bottling. I was water bottling.
So
Didn't want to hang out with you guys anyways. I'll just be over here with my friend.
We'll wait for you.
Yeah, over here with my friend. Yeah, exactly.
Still gonna send it.
Now I see why they're 3 and
Send it.
3.
Third clutch. Also the crazy clutch.
He's got some good looks too.
Yeah, they got some good looks.
Where you at? Like, yeah. I was pissed for a second.
I know, you were pissed. You're like, I'm coming.
Oh man, Fridays are tough. Yeah, just lock yourself in the room and fucking.
It's just like handcuff yourself. Handcuffed to the bed.
M66. M66 Productions is giving me the track walk. Tech tips of the day. Biggest tip. Send it.
I don't know. So slick and muddy here in practice. Probably, obviously, soft terrain tire, and then it'll just be a challenge to figure out when to switch to go to the hard pack tire. Really, front will be a harder choice than the rear.
The track's looking good. It seems there's a few bigger rhythm sections, but we're gonna see how the first few practices go and see what we got to do for them. It's looking good though.
Las Vegas story. I've been here a few different times. I honestly can tell you that most of them are not camera legal, tolerated, allowed. We need an NC-17 rating, but majority of these stories do end up with me in the Hard Rock at some point looking outside going, the sun's up. Oh boy. That's about much as I can tell you. They're pretty much all have the same middle of it. The ending's all the same though.
Are you gonna put this on the internet? Ask Anton, because I don't want it to come from me. You know what I'm saying? Not from the horse's mouth. Not from the horse's mouth.
All right, so when I was like 18 years old, I came here for the SEMA show, and at the time, Kicker had a party at the Palms in the parking lot to coincide with everything, and it had freestyle motocross and all this stuff. And somehow I sweet-talked my way into this pit bike race that I had no gear for or knew anyone at, and lined up next to Pastrana, Kenny Bartram, Mike Mason, all of these other guys, and was like bar to bar with these dudes on the parking lot. Like for some kid that wasn't anybody at the time, it was like the coolest ever thing. And even now, like when we go there, I'm like, oh, this is where it started. This is great.
Las Vegas final, obviously, the long season that we've had. Been ups and then there's been downs. For this round, we brought on Stone Edler. Stone showed a lot of promise when we were at the Utah round, and man, it was awesome to have Stone and his family here this week. Stone had some time to get on the bike this weekend, or this week leading up to the event, get some testing with us, got a chance to use the tires a little bit.
He said they've gotten down in views since I stopped dancing. Yeah.
Hey guys, my name's Dave Derringer, MX Culture on the social media. Good friend of Scott's and Scott Champion. And when San Diego, I think it was, or Phoenix came around, I asked him what's he going to do on the East Coast. I have a couple 450s in my garage back there, and he checked with Scott and Steve and asked if he could ride a 450 out east. He only did a few rounds. They agreed to it, and he had a good time. Made 2 out of the 3 main events on a pretty stock bike. We just put a few parts and accessories on it. Great sponsors that the team has. They helped out. Bill's Pipes and the graphics and the plastic and all those guys helped out. Wheels, tires, and he was happy with it. And now look, he's riding a 450 here at Vegas. Qualified 22nd tonight, and I'm proud of him. He's doing well. I think he really likes the 450. I don't know if he likes Bauer as a mechanic, but overall the whole experience is pretty cool. So I'm glad to help out on the East, and thankful that the whole thing meshed together. It was pretty cool.
Cool. Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you. You're welcome, buddy. Appreciate it. Thanks for all the support. All right. What's up, Hunter? How are you, buddy?
Thank you.
Excellent.
My name is Lee J. I'm the Communication Activation Manager for Voltool North America. This year with BPR, we took on a bigger role as a sponsor. You know, we really believed in the team and what they're trying to do, and so having taken on a bigger role, it's great seeing, you know, riders like Chris and Scott do amazing things, especially here in Vegas in this last round. You know, having Scott in the 450 and you know, going to be in tonight's show, that it is showing that we're making the right decision and supporting a team and supporting a sport that, you know, is really popular. I think next year we will continue our partnership with BPR. Hopefully it could grow into a bigger role. We'll see. But definitely we believe our products are being tested technically, and as they're pushing their bikes to the limit, you know, we're hoping that our product is allowing them to be able to reach the goal of winning the championship and getting on the podium.
M66 Votag. M66 Photo Cred Votag. It's out here doing it.
Look at this.
I like this song. Look at this. I love all my fans. Even this one.
I did a couple rounds for the East Coast, obviously, and enjoy riding the 450 a little bit more. So we were like, let's get a 450 for Vegas set up, and I got 1 day on it. So I wish that would have been. I wish we would have had a couple more days and to get testing, but made it 5th out of the semi, so that was a plus, and have some things to work on. I'd like to be in the 450 class. I feel pretty comfortable on it, and yeah, just had a fun weekend. Glad to get out here safe, and yeah, can't thank, you know, all the guys of the crew, BPR, Home Depot, Yamaha. They've been gutting it out every weekend with us and giving us everything we need, so it's been good. Okay, yeah, got a pretty good start in the heat. I was running 6th, and then I ended up, the finish line started getting like a round lip on it, and ended up casing that pretty bad and hitting some hay bales, so had to go to the semi, and got another good start and ended up 5th in that. So me and Schmidt were battling for that last spot, and I ended up getting it, so that was cool. Had a couple squirrely moments, but all in all, it was fun having to not go to the LCQ. No, just thank you to the whole crew, M66 Productions, and the whole team. Thank you guys.
So being on this team, it just helps so much, because before, for the first 2 rounds, I was going in my truck and trailer driving up, and having to do it all myself. So it's a lot different coming to the races and just only having to worry about racing. It's nice to have someone else helping with all the things you have to do during the race days. So, so time qualifying today, The first practice was a little muddy, so it was just get out there and get to know the track a little bit. And second time practice, it went a little better. I got some of the track dialed in, and then just not all of it. I think today I might have took a little too long to just get going and get through with it all. But the third time practice, it was much better overall, but some of the track was just slower because of the conditions. So it didn't end up too well, but overall I think it was a pretty good experience. I mean, definitely only getting a couple days on this bike, but just with their knowledge and stuff, getting back close to comfortable on the bike, so it was good.
You know, so the season, man, it's been ups and downs. You know, I mean, our pits today got absolutely destroyed, so the pit presence today wasn't real great. But overall, I mean, it was a heck of a learning season. You know, I said it a couple times throughout the season, and you know, you learn from your successes, you learn from your failures, and you know, Steve and I have worked hard all season long to put together the best program that we could each and every weekend. As the season has kind of come to an end, we're looking at 2018. We have a game plan going into place. You know, the sponsors this year have been absolutely amazing. From Motul to Ride Motorsports, Bill's Pipes, DASA, Golden Tire. I mean, just all the sponsors that have made all this happen. And let me tell you, you can't do it without the sponsors. You know, we have so many great sponsors. Please make sure you check them all out. We're going to run a credit of them hopefully at the end of this round, this video. And we want to thank all the fans for coming out, watching us live, and then following us on our Instagram, on all the stuff that we do, and then also the video series BPR project. And we'll see you guys next year.
Hey guys, we're here today with Barn Pros, Ride Motorsports, Home Depot, Motul, Yamaha. These guys are running our SX Series foot pegs on all their bikes. Our foot pegs provide a better grip and a wider platform. And if you're interested in looking at our foot pegs, check them out on flowmotorsports.com. That's FLOmotorsports.com.